Hello everyone. Why does just saying that sound demonic? Hello everyone. Well, it's because you're super powerful. And now you're becoming more aware of the words that you're using. So today I want to talk about the full moon in Pisces that is supposed to be coming this Sunday. I mean, I don't know for sure. I've only Googled it and looked it up. I'm not really an astrologer. I don't actually look up to the stars, although I think they can be a powerful guiding force. I think there's so much energy going on overall, and I think with astrology, it's like the script in the Matrix. And I think with astrology, it's all there to teach you about how to operate this magnificent being that you have, right? Every day you wake up and you're in this body, and the full moon in Pisces reminds us of something important. You guys know that I'm an etymologist, and look at the word Pisces. And an etymologist is someone that looks at a word and looks for the real origins of the word. What does it really mean? And many times it's just think about how it's said, the vibrations of the word. It's very similar to other words. Look at the word Pisces. It's basically peace. You're a Pisces. And I think peace is a very spiritual thing. A lot of people think that bliss is the most spiritual thing, just how blissful you can feel all the time. But I like more of a, like how the Taoists would think about it. They would think about that if you're high all the time, then if it can go up, then it must come down, or if it can go down, then it can go up. And that's certainly a part of life. There's ebbs and flows and ups and downs to it. So how do we maintain peace during the external chaos? Well, we have to honor the body. The body is an ancient sacred mechanism that you're blessed to be driving. Blessed. I don't know if I like that word anymore, because I don't want you to be less. I don't want you to be less. I want you to be more. Should we say be more instead of blessed? We'll say be more. I like that. And that's the power of being an etymologist, right? That's the power of being in awareness of how powerful your sacred instrument is, because you're aware of the words that you're saying, and how essentially that's how humans have been hacked. That's how a lot of witchcraft works on this planet. A lot of people around you will try and be causing drama and stirring things up around you, and it's up to you to be aware of the words you're using in those circumstances. Do you just reflect their energy and end up giving away your power? And then you wonder why you manifested toxic things in your situation. But it wasn't the people around you's fault. It's your lack of taking your power back. And I know this can seem a bit harsh when you're in a very demonic circumstance, and that is what humanity is in, essentially. A lot of people are just fighting to survive these days, and it's difficult. I understand it. I'm not putting that down. But I'm here to remind you of your power, right? So when I think of Pisces, I think of peace, because Pisces is very much connected to the spiritual realm. If any of you are Pisces out there, you'll know Pisces are water signs. Water is the psychic element. It's also the emotional element within the body. And just like that you can go grounding, right? You go and put your feet on the floor, you do some grounding. We can also do airing, which is yoga, and different breathing techniques, because now you're activating that air element in you. Just how grounding is activating the earth element and helping you with that. It's going to balance your system, because there's also 5 elements that we have to balance. Obviously earth and air, but then water. Drink enough water, make sure you're hydrated, eat enough fruit. I know they've poisoned our minds against fruit by saying that we should avoid carbs and sugar. Whereas, yes, of course there are some sugars that are bad for you, but not natural fruit sugars. Don't do that, because your brain is made out of carbs and fructose sugars. So they want you stupid. That's why they say don't have carbs and don't have sugars. And then they say have so many grams of protein, but that's not something that your body naturally needs. I recommend listening to a medical medium when it comes to health, because I've always found a lot of good blessings come from that man. But also listen to your body and honor your body, what it needs. And this is going to help you with the Piscean energy right now. Listen to what your body needs, because it will tell you, and honor it. Don't be in this fight or flight scared energy where you're scared to honor your body. Like, I don't want to spend money on healthy things that I want for myself, and that is self-love. But if you're not willing to spend some money on things that are good for you, then you're causing a deformation in your spirit, you know. And you can also go and do a fire ritual, and this is going to help with that passion, that fire energy in you. It's going to help that element. If you want to do a fire ritual, go out into nature and make a small fire with respect. No plastic and stuff, obviously. You've got to find things from the land around you in a safe space, and think about what you're passionate about. Think about what's important to you. Realign yourself back to what's important about you. This is going to help you with that fire element, right? And it may even cool your anger down by doing this, right? And also you can go in the water if you're at the beach like I am, and then that's going to help with the water element in you. Because remember, when you're swimming in the sea, the waves are are running through you, and you've actually got to try to go with the flow of the waves. Otherwise you won't enjoy it in there. You've got to learn to go up when it goes up with it, and go down with it, and understand that. And it's going to help you balance yourself when you come back out into this crazy world. Sometimes we've got to go back to the mountains where there's lots of fresh air, and you're going to do some airing. What would you call it with firing? Maybe you have to fire someone from your life as well. Because sometimes anger is not a problem. There's a sacred anger. There's such thing as sacred anger, righteous anger, standing up for what is right, saying no when you need to say no, and yes when you want to say yes, you know. Listening to that moral code and standing up with it, with that fire within. If you can't do that, then I recommend a fire ritual. But honor your voice, your tongue, because the tongue is the most powerful, or most dangerous weapon on this planet, as it says in the scripture, right? And so we've spoken about the water, the air, the earth, and the fire. But what about the spirit? Because I feel like when you honor all of these together, now the spirit can be present and activate in the body. And now your job is to follow your internal guidance system, and now you're rerouted back to your intuition, your center point. You guys know I'm a center point coach, and before I continue, remember that I'm also offering one-to-one sessions with you guys. If you're interested, then I can speak to you one-to-one and help you with wherever you are on your journey, help realign you to your center, so you know yourself, so that you know where you're going, and so that you know what you're doing. That's my job for you guys. I know people get a lot of unbalanced energy in there, and then that's manifesting in the external world. So as a shaman or practicing shaman, my job is to help align you to your center point, right? And so my job is also to be in alignment with my center point, where I'm allowing natural intelligence to flow through us. And before I also go on and finish this video, please make sure to check out our new channel, which is myself, Sam, and our guest that we had on the show, Errol Kaya. And we've started a new channel together called Natural Intelligence, so come over and support that channel. We've got over 6 videos on there now, lots of hours to watch and catch up on. And thank you to everyone who has come over and subscribed. We really appreciate you. But remember, when you activate the spirit and these 5 elements, what's going to happen is you're going to find peace, because you're only going to find peace when you honor your needs and what your body needs right now, which it may sound very simple, but what does your body actually need right now? Go and have a hard look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your skin and things like that, and it's going to show you a mirror of what's going on the internal. You know, if you have skin conditions or something like that, there's normally a problem with being seen. Maybe you're scared to be seen, and then your internal guidance system, your fear system, you know, because the fear is the internal guidance system, you got to learn to go towards it, to be brave, be courageous, live life with courage is what all the masters say. And you can do this too, right? You're here to be your own master, right? It's not about someone being above you. That's why I don't like be less. I don't want you to be less. I want you to be more. Right? And this keeps the energy alive. Look at it, keeps the blood pumping. It keeps the generative force going in your life, the manifestation process. You've got to get up, take action, follow your intuition, and that's what my channel is all about, is helping you to tap into your intuition. And you can only do that when there is peace in the mind. So strive for peace over massive highs and massive lows. Strive for peace. And peace will only come when you master patience, right? So master the disciplines that you have, and now you're going to be more patient, because patience is just about figuring out what you're going to do in the meantime. Let me repeat that. Patience is just figuring out what you're going to do in the meantime. So fill your life up with things that are also good for yourself, and that can be experiences, but you've got to be brave enough to go out into the world and create your own experiences, and that's what's going to activate the magnetics, right, of your being. That's what's going to activate the law of attraction in your life. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Honor your peace today, and thank you to all of you who have subscribed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video now to help push our channel with the algorithm. I appreciate you warriors, monks, men out there, especially those of you that have been with me for a long time, and thank you to everyone who's new as well. Alright, well, thank you very much. Happy full moon. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.